Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. We're back, as are the Ghost Dragons. We're going to hold off for a moment before we fight them. First, Henrietta's going to teleport over to Port Evandor and trade with HotA. Yes. We're going to take off that Talisman of Mana, because after all we do want to build the Wizard's Well, don't we? And we've got, the Bow of the Sharpshooter's finished, so we're making some progress. The Elixir of Life is also a thing we're working on slowly. I need to track the other components of those down. I suppose you can have these. Where was the Elixir of Life at? I guess we'll see. Oh, there's one of the pieces. So, we're working on it. I'm sure the Vial of Lifeblood will turn up somewhere. Nonetheless, Henrietta's going to take that, and then she's going to nick off up to Deadwood, so she can start getting her hands on some dragons. Sounds good to me. We might as well leave some of these slow creatures in the town. Just go out there on Coattles. Let's make sure she's appropriately attired. She is. Off she goes. Alright, HotA herself, of course, will leave these Wyvern Monarchs in the town, as well as these genies. They were just being miserable anyway. We'll upgrade these. We'll grab some additional troops. Why not? Pirates are a bit expensive. We'll leave those. We'll also grab some Nyx Warriors. And some Sorceresses. That all seems solid. If we're really excited, we can grab some Sea Witches and Nymphs, but for now we're going to have HotA move into this blue two-way monolith. Yes. She has a mission, should she choose to accept it. And that's the turn. What a turn it was. I enjoyed it. We didn't swap boots. We'll manage. We're going to grab the Rust Dragons. Excellent. It's faster to teleport back to town. So we shall, using the Scroll of Town Portal. Alright, let's grab the stuff. And head out. So we're going to teleport over to Drakkenmoor. Because Drakkenmoor's subterranean gate is actually quite close by. And that will lead us straight to the Ghost Dragons. This is a faster route than going through all this nonsense, so we've learnt our lesson. Let's make sure we equip some boots. And press on. As for HotA, she shall move down here. Let's visit the Nymph Waterfall. I think that'll be useful. 288 nymphs. Why not? That's just a nice little additional watery woman addition. Excellent. And Winona here is just grabbing the Star Axis and honestly hopping straight back into the boat. I don't think she needs this. No, she doesn't. Does Henrietta need that? She doesn't either. Excellent. Back in the boat, Winona. Thank you. I guess we can do some of this stuff before we head back into the Whirlpool. Excellent. It's Week of the Rat. It's time for the monks and troglodytes to pounce into action and start doing the various macro mechanics that we need. Excellent. Over here, thank you. Excellent. So now we could do this fight with Henrietta a little bit more intelligently. Because we're going to outspeed these easily. So we can just cast that mass slow. Oh, I've been having the speed a little bit lower to indulge myself in the bulwark animations. But this is a campaign playthrough. We need the need for speed, after all. I don't want to lose the dragons, but we can certainly have other things happen. We'll just wait for them to come forward. How's that? Not the luckiest of halflings. Well, I guess we cast haste. Fixed. Excellent. The Ghost Dragons defeated lossless. despite my incompetence. Let's now take the Scroll of Resurrection. It's a powerful weapon. Especially when used on living things. So we're going to certainly need to give that to Winona for any tough fights that she's going to need to deal with. We'll have to see about that, of course. Just take these out for a bit more money. Ring of Oblivion. That's spooky. More money. More money. Excellent. In you go. What's this area we've just found? I like how Winona instantly reveals the entire area. If she defeats the Chaos Hydras, we can then leave through the south. To the north we have zounds of pirates. There's a pirate cavern. Notably, the pirate caverns would let us get into this two-way sea portal, because they'd give us sea serpents. That's notable. There's a magic spring, which will give us a ton of magic spell points. That's notable. There's an orb of driving rain. That's also notable. There's a lot of things here that are good things. Things good for the heart, good for the soul. We should just grab them, shouldn't we? I don't know if our poor centaur's going to last much longer, especially because we can use the teleporter to get out, but, you know. Let's, I suppose we're already here, aren't we? Let's make landfall and move on to the next hero. I suppose we'll start with the Shrine of Magic Thought. We'll do this upper area. Also note there's an enemy hero here. It's a shame I don't have the Resurrection Scroll now. I could leave and come back with the Resurrection Scroll in hand. Could be useful. Also, there's the Black Keymaster's tent. We definitely needed to come through here to finish the map. So, there's some important bits of progress here. Let's not auto-equip that, thank you. So I'm like, do I leave, make landfall back here so that Henrietta could teleport to Marshank and then get over here? I think the answer is yes. We lose our centaur friend. The Keymaster. We can actually be seen here. So if we just park here at the end of the turn, we should be fine. Might as well get some more money. It's a vampire's cow. Okay. That seems a plan. So let's teleport to Marshank. Excellent. I mean, it's already time to do the whole bull thing anyway. So, Elishar's already on a mission. We'll give over the Scroll of Resurrection to Winona. Also, there is the Ring of Vitality. Glad I checked. So we actually have 2 out of 3 of the Elixir of Life as well. So we're on the way. On the way indeed. Elishar cannot make it in one turn. Unfortunate. Kind of to be expected, I suppose. That being the case, yeah, just head out there. I did try. What about Henrietta herself? What are we going to do with you, I wonder? Let's think for a moment longer on that. We'll head over to this quest card. Each year during our Festival of Life, we need 1 Archmage, 40 Sprites, and 1 Enchanter. Bring some or don't bother coming back. It is the only way you will pass. Well, we have a new mission. Fortunately, we know where pixies can be obtained in the, hundreds. We need to claim this Enchanter dwelling, and we've already got the Mage dwelling under control. So that's a new mission for HotA. Yeah. I guess that is that, isn't it? Well, time for you to basically just leave. Let's actually have you leave in this direction. I'm just thinking, if we get you on here, we could do this stuff. Because this is still worth doing. Unless we just get Henrietta to do that. Just go grab the Quaddles herself. Why not? Henrietta can do that. Okay, well, we got a bit of a plan. You'll head back above ground and start gathering up those various magical creatures. Seems like a plan. We'll drop off the... we'll upgrade the Oceanids and Nymphs so they can be combined. Alright. Obviously we got a lot of troops that need rallying. Such as the creatures of Mostin. Do that as well. Let's end turn. Alright, Demicon, you can go grab the troops from Cuthbert. You can park yourself there. Alright, it's good we got a job for Aura now. She can just dive into a boat. This boat will do, I guess. Oh, we need to get back to town first. Excellent. So, Elisha, hand over your Gorgons. There's a good chap. And the Scroll of Resurrecting Creatures from the Dead. A useful scroll at all times and places. Unless you are playing someone who doesn't use living creatures. But that is not our fate. Let us put these boots back on. It'll let us get here a bit quicker. Excellent. Okay, we'll head back up here with Jannar. And you're ready to go. I guess we'll split that by one, so that'll be the thing taking the Whirlpool. Split by one again. Split by one again. Split by one again. Oh look, we only lost like 3 or 4 gnolls. Let's make landfall, shall we? We're much more equipped now to deal with the enemy. Excellent. I suppose I could have had slightly better artifacts, but oh no, we should be fine, honestly. So, next, Oren. I don't think there's too much we need to do with you. Let's deliver the troops. You can go back to your place. And you too. So let's upgrade these nymphs. It's a lot of Oceanids now. We might as well take the reinforcements. Because it's quite possible we give these Acids over to help in the final battle. It is a horde of Acids. Truly legions. Alright, so you are sailing here, basically. It's a bit of a long sail, but it'll do. I think that makes the most sense. Unless I go here last and use the town gate to get out. Which I could do. Let's just use the toll gate. Alright. So let's explore this new area. Give him the slow. Let's see, do we have a powerful enough stack? The basilisks are certainly capable. As well as the lizard warriors. Maybe not quite as capable as I wanted. Yeah, we can do better. Give him the slow. Take a step back. There's a good chap. That's more like it. Anti-magic. That is a new spell. Could be useful. Could be useful. Let's take out the weights. The Wraith's Wraths, rather. Ah, we don't need to pursue them because we're max experience, so we might as well just let them scatter. We'll take the Magical Spring. This gives us a huge amount of spell points. We are wearing the correct boots, that's excellent. Let's now deal with the zounds of pirates and sea dogs. Although, the question is, maybe I should just deal with this first, which would unlock the Keymaster's tent for other people to do. Well, I joined Henrietta to do this first, so I don't think it's the biggest deal. Let's get straight into the boat. Long range buyer boat. Oh, it's just slightly a lot out of your range. Oh well. I'm just thinking once... Well, we got space, but I think we don't want to lose the sea serpents. Let's do the fight first, and then we'll worry about sea serpents and related nonsense. Okay. You can go grab some more gorgons. And we'll then turn on you. Excellent. A turn ended, and it was a good one. Some troops delivered. We certainly don't want to throw another army away. But thanks to Resurrection, we shouldn't need to. So, you can sail up to the toll gate. It's nice to have a suitably piratey ship from the pirate town, isn't it? Excellent. So, movement's not the best. I don't want to just waste a whole turn doing that. So we'll sail up to the Magic Lantern first. Get some pixies. So what's this quest guide have to say for itself? Only the green flag can pass. Well, that's me. Hello. Can I defeat you? It's a good question. Maybe we're about to find out. Apparently not. Why are you bad? I mean, you got army, I guess. Let's make sure your people can't shoot. Thank you. Air shield. I mean, that's a bit rough with my units, but we'll see what that does. You're not the worst air shield I've ever experienced. I have experienced the Darjam, who had, like, the air shield of legends, but... This piece of terrain's interesting, actually. Now I think about it. I've got way more spell points too, so I should just be fine, you'd think. Well, that sucks. Well, we knew you well. Oh, that is a ton of Gorgons, actually. Like, if I do this... Like, okay, 5 Chaos Hydras die because of the Mighty Gorgons, but that's only so much. That's a nice lucky hit. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. I think the mass slow is going to be key at this point. Mind you, they're already on my face, but let's give them the mass slow. Fall back and protect the archers. So right there I'm in range, but if I hit here, I just lose them. Okay. Counter strike. Take the paralysis. So, can I start the journey of hypnosis and resurrection? I'm not a brilliant resurrector. And they don't get a turn because they're resurrected this turn. I'll probably tank a hit. There goes air shield again. So it's apparent to me that this person just has a ton of stuff. I mean, it is somewhat obvious, but it is apparent. Can we just kite them backwards and forwards forever? Because if we can, then that might be the answer. Ammunition might be a bit of a problem, though. Let's bless then, to make sure we can deal max damage each and every time. We hide in the corner. That's expired, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Means I have to run. And then you cast anti-magic, which means you get and murder like half of them. Alright, let's try again. Like, forgetfulness is probably required, unless we just dive with these. Which is possible, we just need to rearrange our army slightly. Let's do that, shall we? We'll link here, we'll do that. Excellent. We don't need to retreat. So we'll give him the slow. And then we fly here. And I guess we try to bait to, like, there. Oh, counter-strike's fine. I suppose I could have also delivered Bow of the Sharpshooter if the Lizard Warriors are meant to be carrying here. Fair point. I mean, my attack skill's solid. Her defense skill's also solid. I could have also handed over the Sword of Judgment. The time for having multiple heroes doing things is sort of over, if we're honest. We don't have Sorrow. We do have Bless. Dragon survived. Just about. Yeah, the gnolls basically do no damage. Glorified meat shield. Okay. I'm tempted to steal retaliation, but of course they've got counter-strike, don't they? Paralysis is good. I mean, again, if I could just start rezzing from this point, then I'm okay with this. Casting anti-magic is probably the biggest problem. So I've got Bless cast. What about other powerful spells? Precision, maybe? I could start disrupting Rang on things. Well, again, anti-magic doesn't help. Getting on top of the Cyclops is good. Of course, the Hydras are not so slow anymore, are they? Maybe we can keep the kiting going for a little while longer. Start rezzing. I'm sort of looking at this going, I don't think what I'm doing is inherently wrong. I think it just needs to be executed a bit better. If I can do kiting and then just knock out one stack at a time, that will obviously do a lot of good work. I'm also curious, is there on this map a war machine factory? I don't recall seeing one, but I'm curious, because if we got the ability to give these lizard warriors unlimited ammunition, that's going to make things a lot easier. Because thinking about ammo conservation like it's some kind of Resident Evil game is like, oh dear. I don't see any war machine factories, but we'll have a look. Now, again, this also could be the moment where I go, okay, I'm going to bring in the best troops of all the armies, like bring in the Acids now, for example. Bring in the best of Henrietta's artifacts, like this Sword of Judgment, just to, again, give her the best chance to help bring in the ridiculous coatl stack. Like, obviously that'll need to be offset with some leadership artifacts, which is fine, that's what they're for. But I'm like, is there a better way? Because obviously, you know, the fight itself should be doable with good kiting in theory. So, I didn't see a war machine factory though. So the ammunition cart might be out of reach. The precious ammo cart. Maybe there's one above ground on the landmass. There's a knoll hut. I don't think there's an ammo cart. I think it is just, you gotta make do with what you got. There it is. There's a war machine factory. That could be useful. Obviously someone need to teleport over there and purchase an ammo cart. But that's interesting, because we've got that. We've got the bow of the sharpshooter on Henrietta, which would obviously be, you know, a big boost. We could also take the fight on Henrietta. It's an option. She doesn't have forgetfulness, but if we're using the coatls just to dive, then that would also be fine. She does have slow, and obviously someone's going to have the resurrection scroll. So, not impossible. I shall contemplate this. I shall think about it. But there's not very many bosses left in this. It's like this woman here, maybe the Pink Castle. I don't actually know if this is required, to be honest, because, like, we've already seen where the Black Keymaster's tent is, and that's where the Trident of Dominion is, and this is where the Shield of Naval Glory is, so it's like, okay, do we actually need that guy? I don't know. But we'll think about that. Thank you for watching. We'll come back next time, right here at KonfluxGames.